Well, hello everyone. Well, hey, looks like we got us a visitor.
Hey everybody, welcome to my grandpa's shop.
Welcome. Today we're going to get back on that GMC. And we're going to continue on with part 2 of my Hillbilly front end alignment. Well, all the snow is gone and all this rain has washed the roads off pretty good, but it's still too wet out there to do any test driving yet. So before I get out here and test drive and see what else I got to do with that front end, I'm going to crawl underneath the tail end here and check out that broken or loose shock. I've got a coilover shock here on the driver's side. I heard a thump, and the next thing I know, I got a shock laying down on the exhaust pipe. So let's crawl under there and see what we got. And then, when it dries up some, we're going to take this puppy out there and see what it'll do. Yep, going to go back underneath this puppy. Let's see what's going on with that shock. Well, you know, I never look forward to crawling underneath these things. And, you know, that's why I need, when I grow up and I get rich, I'm going to get me a lift. But until then, I'm going to have to continue to jack them up and crawl under. You know, this is feeling kind of comfortable. I may take me a nap first. Yeah. Anyway, I'll get to it here shortly. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, isn't that unusual? Looks like the rubber piece popped out. It didn't break, it popped it out. Yeah. That's something. Huh. Well, it's a coilover from a previous owner. Which one? I do not know. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way. I think what I'll do is I'll reverse this bushing and put the good side there on the outside. I know what caused it. There's an old hanger there. I know what caused it. I took a different road on my cruise, and this speed bump popped up out of nowhere. I mean, it was like I didn't even see it coming. And I hit it at about 30, 35, and it made a big bang. And, well, wasn't too long after that I heard a little bit of rattling, so I pulled over and looked under, and I could tell that my shock had busted. But I thought it had busted loose. But it just popped off the bushing there, and that's something. Let's see what we can do about that. All right. Now 16. Get to use my electric power tools. Okay. Yeah, he just busted that out. I guess I could go this way. Flip him around for now till I figure out how I'm going to do a permanent repair of this. First, let me see if I can get him back in there. Yeah, I think he'll go back. I got him. I wonder if I ought to just take him off. Down under. All right, we got that sucker up there. I'll tell you, I've been up and down about 4 or 5 times getting everything I needed. I think I'm just going to take me a nap. I'm not going to get back up again. There's the bottom of that turkey right there. Coil over, they made the bracket there to go over. I mean, you know, this was a really lowered truck at one time. And, you know, I need to count how many springs are supposed to be back here. Matter of fact, I can just go over there to the Chevy and do it. GMC's the same. But anyway, I think before I get up and fucking take my nap, I'm going to see if I can find some numbers on this rear end while I'm under here, and I'm going to match it up. See if I can figure out exactly what it came out of. I thought it was an early 80s Nova, and that's what I bought brake parts for, the drums, and they fit. Everything fit. So, and it's got anti-lock brake type gear hardware on it. So anyway, see if I can get them numbers. But yeah, I got my shock back. If it wasn't pouring the rain out there, I'd take it for a test drive now, but I'm not going to take it out in the rain with that one windshield wiper. That's only, now I'll take the Chevy out in this stuff, but since I've only got the one wiper and it's only one speed, that's to use only in case of emergency, i.e. you're caught out in the rain. So anyway. Man, I got to get back underneath this truck again.
Well, Grandpa, don't fall asleep.
Oh, you take all the fun out of it. Well, all right. Everything looks good underneath there. I think this puppy's ready for a test drive.
I'm glad you didn't fall asleep under there.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can do that. Nope. Well, all right. It's time to do today's shop shuffle. Let's get that GMC out. Let's see if that front end alignment's any good. All right, sounds like she's ready to run. All right, I got a Sharpie here that I'm going to use to mark the center line where it is when we're driving, so I know how to adjust it. So let's go. Well, you can see it's off pretty good. There's some play, but first good thing, I got up to 45 so far, and I've not had that vibration. And number two, the steering wheel returned. So, that's a good thing. We'll just carry on a little bit more. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Where's that skunk? All right, steering wheel came back. About 55. No big bad vibration at all. It's not 100%. It's still got a little bit of play, more so than the Chevy, but it's a vast improvement. I believe we're going to take a cruise in this bad boy. Oh yeah, 100%. better. See, I made a mark on my steering wheel that centered it. That's about right, yeah. I may center it before I go back out. Yeah, we'll see. Coming up on the homestead. Turn signal's good. Big right hand turn. Steering wheel came back. Good. All right. Let's adjust the steering wheel and then go do a dump run and a cruise. All right, we're on a highway. Got 55. I decided not to straighten up the steering wheel now. I'll wait till I get it back and it's sitting in the confines of my shop. But it's a vast improvement. This truck is definitely fun to drive. It's nice to have that power too when you want to get up and go. And just has too much play in the steering and in the front suspension. It definitely needs the suspension upgraded to catch up with the rest of the performance of this truck. But anyway. Yeah, 55 before, that's what I'm doing now. About 55, what is that? About 2150 RPM, 2200. This it's pretty good. It's handling 100% better. We're going on an extended cruise here. We're gonna run highways and even hit some interstate. Anyway. Oh, the heat's working almost too good. I've already taken my sweater off. It's just it's definitely putting out some good heat, and I got some jams. What else do I need? Yep, got my lifer juice. I'm set. All right. All right, we're doing some interstate speeds now. About 70. I just lost GPS signal for a moment. Going up Clinch Mountain. Alright. There's a little bit of vibration above about 70 mile an hour. Okay, I got it back. A little bit more, but still a lot better than what it was before. Crested the mountain, on our way going down now. Got the radio back. Oh. Outside mirror, but I think that's wind shaking it some. All right. All right. Well, all right. This will conclude the Dave Shop Shuffle and the Hillbilly Front End Alignment Part 2. So, my review, is the Hillbilly front end alignment or do-it-yourself front end alignment useful? In this case, it was. The first thing, you got to have it on the ground. You cannot do it with the front end jacked up. I learned that the hard way. I thought I had it set real good, and I had toe end set while I had the thing up in the air. When I put it down on the ground and drove it, it was like, wow, all this front end, you know, it wasn't no improvement. So I checked it again in part one, linked somewhere around here, and with the wheels on the ground, that toe in all of a sudden became toe out, and my steering wheel wouldn't even return from turns. So I adjusted it with the wheels on the ground with the string method, and improvement. It's handling better now than it ever has since I've had it. Now, you know, you'll have to look back in my archives to see what condition this front end was in. It had 2 leaves per side, and the bump stop was resting on the frame, so I don't even know why it had shocks. I mean, anytime you hit a bump, you bump the whole front end, I mean the whole frame. You know, there was no shocking, no cushioning at all, other than the rubber in the bump stop. So now I've got the stock 8 leaves in the front end. I've got it now towed in, probably around maybe up to between a 1/32 and a 1/16 of an inch towed in on both sides, and it did pretty good. Now, while I was negotiating long turns, I could feel some play. So that means I'm not exactly there, but on straightaways and low speed and high speed cruising, it was good. The mirrors weren't vibrating off. I wasn't hearing the door rattling. I mean, it was doing pretty good. It's just in them turns. So yes, the string method worked for me. Now, this still doesn't handle as good as that stock 49 Chevy with basically the same stock size front tires and everything. And that's probably because the kingpins and the bushings, everything in this front end is probably worn a lot worse than the Chevy. Because the Chevy, half its life it sat in the barn. Where this was probably run hard and put up wet by many a soul. So anyway, so that's improved. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you and yours have a good one. Had a little guest star with my grandson Braden. He had him a little speaking line and did some video. Good job, Braden. So anyway, have a good one. We'll see you around on the next one. See ya.